Yo, what's going on, everybody? How you doing? You know who this is, the chosen one, Gabriel Skywalker from the DFS Club, coming to you guys the MLB 9-game slate video. Again, if you guys are new, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave me a comment down below. Hit 5.7K subscribers, so thank you guys so much. I'm trying to hit 6K. Hopefully by the end of the month. We got, 8 days or so left, so I cannot do it without you guys, and you guys have been crushing it. I couldn't ask for anything else. So thank you, guys. And if you're returning and you have not subscribed yet, if you can do me a favor on your way out, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave me a comment down below. Without further ado, let's start the show. All right, let's see if we can adjust that. That's fine. That's a fine camera angle. Yeah, guys, hopefully you guys did good today. We did good. Won money on both sites, on DraftKings and FanDuel. My cash lines both cash. So when my cash lines cash, we make money because I go really heavy on double ups. So cannot complain. Shohei Ohtani pretty much bailed my ass out. It was like I was in the cash, out of the cash, in the cash, out of the cash. It was Nestor Cortez and the Braves pitcher that really got me right in the old prison pocket. I don't know what Cortez's problem is. I really don't. He's just been awful. He's been awful. He's like the new Kevin Gausman, right? And then the kid for Atlanta, I mean, he's a kid. You know, it was a tough outing. It happens, right? It happens. But for Cortez, this is becoming a thing. So just something to remember next time. You know what I'm saying? So, but hopefully you guys did good. Hopefully you guys had the right Angels players. There were some good Detroit players. I had Javi Baez today. Members only podcast. Pittsburgh stack. Yep. A lot of the members went with the Angels. I personally didn't. I got the three that I talked about in the video: Ward, Ohtani, Trout. But I didn't go crazy. That San Francisco Atlanta game was really good. The Atlanta stack paid off. Wish I'd have got more San Francisco, but since I had the Atlanta pitcher, I wasn't gonna put a bunch of bats against him. So it was a crazy ass slate. It was, but we made it, guys. We made it. So I couldn't be happier, guys. I could not be freaking happier. So let's get the homework out the way, guys. If you want to come join up with the DFS Club, this is my home. This is where you get all my lineups. This is where you get ownership, projections, top stacks. The members only podcast. We go live 1 hour before lock and we break this slate down. We dissect it exclusively to the DFS Club. I don't do it on YouTube, nowhere else but in our Discord, guys. You got DFS Space, myself, Skywalker DFS. You get every single sport. We don't just do MLB, guys. We do everything. We got NBA Summer League coming in a couple weeks. NFL's coming up before you know it. About a month and a half. MLB, PGA, NHL, tennis, NASCAR, soccer, esports, UFC, WNBA, college sports, EuroLeague basketball, USFL. All you got to do is click join now. Make sure you click on my logo, Skywalker DFS, so I get credit. And then again, welcome to all these new members, man. I've had so many new members sign up over the last 2 weeks. Just truly grateful, man. You guys are the real ones. You guys are supporting me, supporting the channel, supporting the whole brand. So I really appreciate you guys. Hopefully, well, I know you guys are loving it in there. Everybody's having a good time. But check it out. Look at these prices, guys. $14.99 a month. That includes everything I just said. My lineups, ownership, projections, top stacks, top pitchers, core plays, the members only podcast, which I think is the most important thing. 1 hour before lock, man, I dissect the shit out of the slate. So we look for the angles that other people aren't talking about. And I have my own process, and it works. It's worked for years, and I like to share that process with the DFS Club. Help them become better players. And like some of these OGs, I was telling Bob, who's been with me for a couple of years now, like, man, your lineups look so much better now on a consistent basis than when you first started up with us. So I love seeing that in the members, man. It's all about making you a better DFS player. We're not in this to get rich, guys. If we were, we would charge just as much as everybody else does, $50 to $100 something a month. We're $14.99 a month. You cannot beat that anywhere, guys. We even have our silver, our gold plans. These are very popular. Basically, the gold plan is you pay $14.99 a month, so it adds up to you get 6 months for free if you pay for 6 months. Do the math. And we have 3-day passes if you guys just want to come check us out, man. We cover prize picks, sports wagering, everything, guys. Stop losing, for crying out loud. I always say this, guys. Stop losing, start winning. Come join the winning team, dfsclub.com, guys. Click join now. Click my logo. Pick your plans, and you are in. It is that simple. Again, we got NBA Summer League coming up, so the NBA fans, we'll be right back at it. So enjoy your little break because we're going to hit that Summer League hard. But MLB's been nothing but a blessing, so I cannot complain at all. I can't complain. It's been very generous. But all I got to say is hard work is paying off. Hard work does pay off, guys, because all I do all day long is I study these damn slates. So let's get into this. So we'll start off with Draft Dashboard today. And what we'll do is we'll get into pitchers. If you guys want to try out Draft Dashboard, it's $1 for 30 days. Click on the link in the description below. You yourself can have Draft Dashboard. If you have any questions regarding memberships, regarding Draft Dashboard, email me, skywalkerdfs@gmail.com, and I will get back to you. All right? So let's get into pitchers. We'll start out with pitchers. Then we'll go over to the totals, the players that I like, and then we'll come back here again maybe go to looking at some one-offs that I might like that I might have forgotten about. So off the tops, San Francisco, Atlanta. So I'm going to really stack this game again. With that said, Carlos Rondon at 10-2, he's been phenomenal his last two. 36-31, 8 and 6 innings pitched. However, he's not in San Francisco. He's in Atlanta. Again, we got to get pitching right, guys. That's the most important thing, especially on FanDuel. You cannot screw up at pitching. That's the difference between winning big and winning just min cashing, right? So Carlos Rondon, if you want to take a shot at 10-2, maybe get him at lower ownership since the game was like 10-12 or something like that today. Sonny Gray looks interesting at 8.9K. He's been pretty consistent. Consistency is key. 16, 22, 37, 20, 17 in his last 5. And he gets Cleveland. So you pretty much just got to worry about Naylor. Naylor hits righties well. Jose Ramirez, and that's about it. So at 8-9, Sonny Gray looks pretty good. 5, 6, 7 innings pitched in his last 3. Don't mind that. Then on the opposite end, we got Tristan McKenzie at 8.7K. This is pretty much the Tristan McKenzie that was supposed to show up, right? It's taken him a couple of years, but he's another consistent one. 23, 17, 10, 26, 21 in his last 5. Minnesota at times can be dangerous. His history against them, he got lit up 1 game out of 4. So 15, 27, 23, that -1, and then 11. So I don't mind Tristan McKenzie either at 8.7K. Out of the two, I probably prefer Sonny Gray. But Sonny Gray is priced up on FanDuel. He's $800 more over there, but Tristan McKenzie is only 8.6 on FanDuel. So keep that in mind. Let's see. Jordan Montgomery, I have a feeling is going to be pretty popular. Even though Tampa Bay lit up Cortez, I still think 7-4 is a really good deal. They're playing in Tampa Bay, so it's a very pitcher-friendly park. Jordan Montgomery, 6 to 7 innings per game. He's not a big strikeout pitcher, but ground ball pitcher, but consistent, right? Tampa Bay, I think today was an anomaly, right? You had some no-name guy, Padres, whatever the fuck his name was, got 3 home runs. Like, no names were hitting home runs today. All the no names of the Tampa lineup got home runs today. It was really weird. 21, 26, 17, 23, 17 in his last 5. He got lit up last time against Tampa. Now, I don't know if that was in Yankee Stadium or what, but other than that, 21, 24, 32, 17 against Tampa. So I like Jordan Montgomery at 7.4K. You got Michael Waka Waka Fozzie Bear going up against Detroit. 6.8K. Detroit's been hot lately. I'll give them that. AKA like Javi Baez, Grossman's cooled off. But they're playing in Boston. It is a pitcher-friendly park, but it's still cold there. Winds are swirling at 9 miles an hour. We'll get into that, but Michael Waka doesn't look too bad. Not someone I'm going to rush to get to, but he's worth a look. Charlie Morton against San Francisco at 9.6 scares the living hell out of me. Charlie Morton's been great in his last, 2. Other than that, he hasn't been that good this year. So keep that in mind. I think maybe Charlie Morton, I don't know. It's hard to say night before what his ownership's going to look like. But the Giants are very dangerous. You guys saw it today. That's what they do, man. They just find ways to score 10 runs a game. So Charlie Morton, I don't know if I'll get to him. I'm just afraid of the matchup. Tariq Schoolball has looked absolutely awful in his last 2. I've loved playing him all year. Last 2 have not been good. 3 and a 6. Last time he faced Boston, he did get a 20 burger. It's a nice bounce back spot, 9.2K. I think you get him here at really low ownership. I think he's strictly a GPP play only. And then Shohei Ohtani, I don't know what DraftKings is doing here. He's still only 8.5K. He's $1,500 more on FanDuel. That's more like it. Kansas City, yeah, they've been hot too. But Shohei Ohtani is, I don't know, would you call him one of the best pitchers in the league? I probably would. Going up against Kansas City. So I love the price tag on DraftKings at 8.5. I would imagine, again, he's going to be uber chalk because of the price tag and the upside. FanDuel, we'll see. I'm really not, I think pitching is really suspect on this slate. I'll put it to you that way. I'm probably going to play it safe. But I do have a value play for you guys because I'm not going to leave you guys hanging. You already know. We got George Kirby here going up against Oakland. He's only 6.6K. That's what's up. He'll pitch 6 innings if he's doing good. He's already pitched against Oakland this year, got 17 DraftKings points, which is fine if you're only going to pay 6.6 for a pitcher. So I really like this play a lot, and he's only 6.6. So, yeah, give me George Kirby against Oakland. And that's about it for pitchers. So I think Jordan Montgomery is a pretty safe play. Shohei Ohtani is pretty good. And then for the value play of the slate, I think is George Kirby, hands down. And I think everybody's going to see this. So I would imagine he'd be pretty popular. And all the other pitchers that I said were in consideration. All right, so let's get into the game-by-game breakdown. We actually have one weather game, guys. Can you believe it? We've been so lucky lately. We haven't had any. But leading off here, let me change the screen here so you guys can see it a little bit better. Booyah, there we go. So, Washington, Baltimore. This game has a pretty good chance of raining out. Rain, 71 degrees. 4.4 for Washington, Baltimore 5.3, which is kind of nice because I didn't want to have to. I was kind of liking Baltimore today. But this makes my decision a lot easier if it doesn't play. If it plays, I kind of like a Baltimore stack. If it don't play, obviously don't play him. Great analysis, right? But so I'm not even going to talk about this game. Let's not waste everybody's time. Next up, we got possible rain in Pittsburgh also. So keep your eyes, ears, and legs open for this one. Rain and humid. It's 83 degrees. We'll see what's up tomorrow. We'll follow the weather. MLB's been pretty good at canceling games, unless it's at Yankee Stadium before lock. This one does have a chance to play, though. We'll talk about it. The Cubbies, Pittsburgh. So Cubbies 4-4, Pittsburgh 4-7. Keegan Thompson against Jared Eckhoff. No interest in either pitcher. None whatsoever. Bats. Chris Morel leading off at 3-6. That's it for me for the Cubbies. For the Pirates, I think you can go back to Jack Sawinski. I think you can go back here for some value. You guys have been crushing value. Daniel Vogelbach crushed value again. He's only 2.7K. O'Neal Cruz, 2.7K. His price has come up. He's not bare minimal, but double-digit fantasy points again today, guys. Again. And then this kid, Bleak Madras. Pittsburgh has nothing to play for, so they're trying out these kids. 3.6K. If he makes the lineup, he's been phenomenal. And I'll show you guys what he's been doing in his last couple of games. He's been really good. So, again, Pittsburgh would be a good team to get some good value on this slate. Next up, we got Detroit at Boston. Partly cloudy, 66 degrees. It's cold, man. 3.9 for Detroit, 4.8 for Boston. Like we were talking about, Tariq Schoolball at 9.2K. GPP only, because one of these games, he's going to bounce back. Going up against Michael Waka, who I also like, at 6'8". As far as bats goes, Javi Baez is so hot right now. I think you keep riding the hot hand with him. Riley Green batting 5th. Good young prospect here, man. Really consistent. That's about it. Robbie Grossman's always worth a stab. He has flashes of upside. Spencer Torkelson, another prospect. He's only 2K. Looks pretty tempting. And then for Boston, Trevor Story, we're finally getting him against a lefty. Whenever Trevor Story goes against lefties this year, which seems to be rare, but when he does, he goes off. So give me Trevor Story today. I don't know. Boston against Schoolball. I'm not really looking to stack them. Just give me Trevor Story as a one-off here. Then we got the Yankees at the Rays in the Dome. 3.9 for the Yankees, 3.3 for the Rays. Again, Jordan Montgomery looks pretty good at 7.4K. Shane Baz, 8K. Are you kidding me? 8K for this kid? I mean, he pitched 6 innings last game, got 26 DraftKings points. But he's going up against the Yankees, who he's already pitched against, by the way, and only got 10 fantasy points. Aaron Judge was not in the lineup today. I think he just got a day off for rest, so not really on the Shane Baz train. But Yankee stacks are always in play, man. I think that this projection right here, this 3.9 runs, take the over. LeMahieu, Judge, Rizzo, Stanton. And if Matt Carpenter makes the lineup, look out, man. Matt Carpenter's feeling like he's 20 again. He's been really good. So we'll see what this Yankees lineup looks like. As far as the Rays, yeah, you got Isaac Padres, got 3 home runs today, guys. 3. If you want to ride the hot hand, a lot of people are going to chase this game, but maybe not as much as you think. If he gets 1 home run at 3-3, I don't mind it because baseball's such a streaky sport. I can see this kid, if he got 2 home runs, got 5 home runs in 2 games, I wouldn't be surprised. And that's about it for Tampa. You want to take a shot with the kid again, he's only 3-3. He gets 1 home run, that's all you need at that price point. Next up, we probably got my favorite, 2 stacks on the slate here. San Francisco at Atlanta, 95 degrees. It's going to be hot as hell again in Atlanta. Winds are blowing out to center field at 9 miles an hour again, guys. 4.4 for the Giants, 4.8 for Atlanta. Carlos Rondon at 10-2 against Charles Morton at 9-6. Just don't have any interest here in either pitcher. Just the hitting weather is so good. These offenses are so good. So you know what the Giants are going to do. Charlie Morton's a righty, so they're going to put all the lefties out. Give me some Luis Gonzalez at 2.9K. Matt Yastrzemski looks good at 3.8. Jock Peterson crushes righties, 4.4K. Get out the belt for Brandon Belt. He's 4.6. And then just get crazy with it. I mean, the Giants, you never know who's going to go off, right? Flores can get a home run. Theo Estrada can get a home run, right? So, again, I know I sound like a broken record, but with the Giants, what the manager does is he pinch hits a lot for these guys. Once Charles Morton comes out, let's say they put a lefty in, they'll probably change half their lineup. So just be careful. Your batter might only get 2 at-bats because of the pinch hitting. And then for Atlanta, 4.8. Acuna. It was an Acuna day. I got him, thank goodness. He went off. I think he went 3 for 4. Had a great day. Swanson looks good at 5.6. Austin Riley, come on, man. Come on, dude. You're better than this. Ozuna had a great day. 4.2K. You can go back there. Matt Olson, 2 home runs today. Good shit. Duvall, Arcia, Michael Harris, like all these guys. Everybody's in play for Atlanta. Again, I think this is the third day in a row now where Atlanta is my favorite stack on the slate, guys. It worked out today. Can't complain about that. But yeah, they are expensive. So Acuna, and then go with the cheaper guys like Swanson, Riley. You might be able to get away with fading. Olson, Duvall, Arcia, Harris. Go something like do something like that. A 9-game slate, I don't mind doing 4-man stacks. So, but yeah, this combined total here, this should be another freaking high scoring game with 95-degree weather. Then next up, we got Cleveland at Minnesota. God, Byron Buxton's really in the kiss my ass club. I'll just say that much. We had Luis Arias in our cash line today, paid off really nice. This dude's found power. I don't know where he found it, but I'm not complaining. It's going to be clear. 84 degrees. 8-mile-an-hour winds blowing out to right center field. We got 4 for Cleveland, 4.7 for Minnesota. Tristan McKenzie, Sonny Gray. I like both pitchers. I don't love both pitchers. I'll put it to you that way. I think it's pretty cut and dry where we're going to go today. For me, anyways, I'm probably going to get a lot of Ohtani, probably going to get a lot of George Kirby. And then some value bats and then some pay-up bats. It should be a pretty, if we play the right numbers, we play the right matchups, it should be pretty easy to cash today, guys. Let's just hope the rest of the field's not as smart as we are when it comes to all the angles that I look at, which the DFS club knows what I'm talking about. Cleveland bats. So I just like Jose Ramirez, Josh Naylor. You can do a one-off with Andres Jimenez at 4.6. Don't mind that. Minnesota, Luis Arias at 5.1, like that. Buxton, play at your own risk, man. Just play at your own risk. He's a pay-up. He's always in play. You know, sometimes it's like that shit sandwich. We all just got to take a bite. Hopefully he does good for us. Correa's awful. Kepler, I mean, no. I'm just not on it. So I guess just Buxton and Arias for me. I'm not really looking to stack the Twins anyway, though. Next up, we got the Cardinals at Milwaukee, 78 degrees. 9-mile-an-hour winds blowing out to right field. So I'd imagine the dome would be open again. This game is very underwhelming. I thought St. Louis would get more runs against Titty Rodriguez, but he held them to, I don't know. I didn't see how many innings he pitched, though. I think St. Louis has held like 3 or 4 runs. We got Adam Wainwright going up against Eric Lauer, 4.4 for St. Louis, 4.3 for Milwaukee. I'm not paying 90 for Eric Lauer. I said that today about Gausman. Like Gausman was like 10 something, and I was like, why? What has he done in the last 4 games to even come close to justify that price tag? I can make the same case for Lauer. Like, why? St. Louis hits lefties really good. Goldschmidt, Arenado, Pujols, Yepes, like all these guys. If they put Lauer out there, you got Edman, who's a switch hitter. St. Louis is one of the best. I think they are the best team in the league as far as hitting lefties. So I think you can definitely go back to a St. Louis stack today. There's a lot of value with Goldschmidt being out, but he was just out for a rest. I don't think he's hurt. So Edman, Goldschmidt, Nolan Arenado, even Pujols at bare minimal. You got Yepes, you got Dylan Carlson. They're all righties, guys. Bader, Sosa, Kisner sucks as their catcher. Don't touch him. Sosa, not really. Bader's my dude as a punt play. But yeah, I love a St. Louis stack. And then for Milwaukee, Willie Adonis looks really good at 5.3. Rowdy Tellez at 3.9 looks pretty damn good. McCutcheon's faced Wainwright, I don't know, like 80 times, I think, in his career. So I think you can take a chance on McCutcheon because He has seen a lot of Adam Wainwright in his career. I think it's like 80 something at bats. We'll go into the player by player, but that's a lot of looks. So don't mind it. And that's about it. Yeah, I like St. Louis stack again. Next up, Seattle at Oakland. I want to go to the A's game, but I don't want to see Seattle and Oakland. I just don't. I love the A's. I know they're the worst team in baseball, but you got to support your team when they're losing, right? That's not it. Like, I'm going to wait till the 4th of July because 4th of July, Toronto's coming to town. So I'd love to see the Blue Jays, man. So I'm going to wait till then. But in the meantime, we got Seattle. So mostly cloudy, 68 degrees, which is still kind of warm for Oakland. We're going to be, we hit 107 here in Dublin, California, and I am 20 minutes from the Coliseum. So it was really hot today. Seattle put some runs on the board, 4.1 implied total here, 3.6 for Oakland. We got George Kirby. Like I said, I love this play. Going up versus Paul Blackburn. And depending on how, if you think a Seattle stack looks good, I'm not going to talk you off them. I get the lefties here like J.P. Crawford, Jesse Winker, but I do like Julio Rodriguez at 5K. He's starting to look really good again, man. So I think you can do a 3-man Seattle stack. And then for Oakland, just no, not if I'm going to play Kirby. And last but not least, we got the Royals at the Angels, man. These teams going at it. Clear, 79 degrees. Winds blowing out to center field at 7 miles an hour. We got 3.4 for Kansas City, 5.3 for Anaheim. They were the chalk stack again. And if you stack them a lot, I think you got a little lucky with fucking Jared Walsh. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but when has Jared Walsh ever had a good game in the last fucking 2 months, right? Got kind of lucky there. You did, but sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. But yeah, Daniel Lynch at 6K against Shohei Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani is my favorite pitcher on the slate, obviously. With that said, I'm not really looking to get to Kansas City. Salvador Perez left the game too. He got hurt. So we'll see if he plays. We'll see what this lineup looks like. Hunter Dozier. Shout out to the club. They called him out, and I was like, hey, I'm not going to talk you off of him. If you want to play him, play him. He actually did pretty damn good. Pretty good. Angels, it's same as usual. So Ward, Trout. If you want to go back to Walsh, if he's riding the hot hand here, I don't mind it. But that's it. You can't play Ohtani as a bat, only as a pitcher. Remember that. If you're new to DFS, you only get credit for his pitching, not both his at bats and pitchers and pitching. So Tyler Ward, Mike Trout, and yeah, Ohtani, if we were able to get credit for his hitting, but we don't. So let's bring up Draft Dashboard real quick. Let's look at some one-offs. Let's see here. Join our went over pitching. So, all right, Rizzo. Let's see here. He's faced his Baz kid one time and got 1 home run. Okay, Rizzo's in play at 5.5. Luis Arias, like I said, this guy's been phenomenal. He's 0 for 9 against McKenzie lifetime, but he's a righty. Right now, Arias is crushing the ball, man. He's crushing righties. Don't mind it for 5-1. Josh Naylor going up against Sonny Gray. He's 2 for 4 with a homer. He's a righty crusher. So as a one-off, again, I'm not really looking to stack Cleveland. Daniel Vogelbach looks decent. I mean, he's 2.7, 18 and 20 fantasy points in his last 2. 1 triple. He had to have hit that ball in like a deep-ass gap for this motherfucker here to get a triple. He's not known for his speed. Vogelbach is a big boy, all right? I can't believe he even has a triple in his career, but he has one against Thompson, and he's crushing righties right now. So Vogelbach it is at 2.7. Again, Matt Olson, you got to ride the hot hand here. He's one of the cheaper Atlanta players, 4.3K. He was due for some progression. They took a risk when they traded him away to the Dodgers, right? They traded Freeman to the Dodgers. They replaced him with Olson. It was a risk. They saved a lot of money doing it. So But yeah, Olsen, All-Star, MLB All-Star. Get him in there. Second base. Let's see, who do I have here? Trevor Story, like I talked about, going up against Screwball. He's never faced him, but he crushes lefties, guys. So give me Trevor Story's a one-off. Then again, a one-off of Jimenez against righties. He's 2 for 4 against Sonny Gray with a double and a home run. So 4-6. I don't like the price tag, but if you just happen to land on him, that's cool. That'll work. Luis Urias, 3.9K. He's got a good history against Wainwright. I ain't gonna lie. 5 for 11, 2 home runs, 3 singles. But they got him back down to like 7th in the order. So if somehow he gets bumped up to like the top 5 in the order, I like the history. I might take a stab here because he's only 3.9K. All right, so let's go to third base. Any one-offs here that I liked? I mean, Austin Riley, 5.5. His price is coming down, though. It's not like he's goose-egged us, but, man, we need home runs. We need home runs. I'm going to keep playing him until he does it because I'm here for the pain, guys. He'll be a part of my Atlanta stacks. Let's see here. We already went over Urias. Let's go to shortstop because we won't stop because we can't stop. Those of us that love our 90s rap, you guys know what I'm talking about. And then O'Neal Cruz again, just a great player to put in your shortstop position. 2.7K and a position where there's really not a lackluster amount of players here. There just isn't. 10, 20, 16, 10, all in his last 4 games, guys. Dude's the truth here. He gets stolen bases. He does everything. Love O'Neal Cruz from Pittsburgh at 2.7. Dansbury Swanson Stake at 5.6. He does everything too. Stolen bases, home runs, RBI, singles, doubles. You name it, he does it. Javi Baez, he was due for some progression, and here we go. This is what Detroit paid him all that money for. 27, 10, 17, 16 in his last 4. Like him as a one-off, and they're not fucking with this price tag. He's still only 4K. Let's go to outfield. I love this segment, guys. We call this segment the one-off segment. Mike Trout, I'm going to keep playing him, man, because he's due. Righties, lefties, it doesn't really matter with him. And you guys already know he can get 2-3 home runs in a game. So, yeah, he's going to play at 5.9. Tyler Ward is still cheap. He's only 4.3K. He's come back from injury, and he's hit double-digit fantasy points every single game. 11, 19, 13. So, especially in cash games, leadoff hitter, Tyler Ward, get him in there. And then this kid I was talking about from Pittsburgh, another standout here, Bleeg Madrias, I think. 3.6K. They priced him up a little bit, right? But he's played a couple games. 14 and a 22. That's pretty good. Not bad, kid. 2 games, double-digit fantasy points. One was his first game was a 22 and then a 14. So, yeah, if he makes the lineup again for Pittsburgh, I like this kid. I don't mind going back to Jack Sawinski either. For his price tag at 2.2, even at 8 that he got today is perfectly fine. 8, 11, 44. Dude's got power. Dude's got a bunch of crazy. He can do everything. He's 1 for 1 against Thompson with a single. But yeah, for 2.2, some salary relief, he looks pretty good. Ronald Acuna Matata, 5.7K. Finally went off. And he gets a lefty again with Rondon. So I don't mind going back there. There's plenty of value bats on this slate. So you shouldn't have any problem with getting to the pay-ups. Julio Rodriguez has been great. I don't mind going back to him again. He's 5K. He's back up to 5K. His price up a little bit. Not too bad. So, yeah. I do like Julio Rodriguez as a one-off. Michael Harris. Dude. I mean, really. 7, 14, 14, 10 in his last 4. He's only 3.1K. Got to get him in there. And that's it, guys. So, just a quick review, and then we'll get up out of here. Let's bring up the totals again real quick. So stacking, my favorite stack is going to be Atlanta, number 1. Number 2 is going to be the Giants. Number 3, I'll just say, okay, so those are my favorite 2. And then my favorite value stack, I think it's going to have to be Pittsburgh again. I'm sorry, but I think it's got to be Pittsburgh again. Sawinski, Vogelbach, Cruz, and Madriz. Those four. And then you can get to basically whoever you want. So those are the stacks I'm liking, guys. Then, of course, with the Angels, Ward, Trout, you can probably just get away with just playing Tyler Ward. But if Trout has one of his multi-home run games and you don't have him, you might be in a little bit of trouble. So that's going to do it for the video, guys. Don't forget, dfsclub.com. Don't you dare be sour. Come join the winning team, man. You'll be supporting me, the family. Prize picks, guys. We do prize picks like crazy in here. Sports wagering. I have a strict bankroll management, and you guys don't want to miss out on my members only podcast. 1 hour before lock, guys. I get surgical with these slates, so don't miss out on this stuff, especially at these prices. Cheapest in the industry, and we play every single sport, guys. Every sport. So stop losing, start winning. Come check us out, dfsclub.com. If you have any questions, send me an email. Holler at your boy, skywalkerdfs@gmail.com. skywalkerdfs@gmail.com. Thank you guys so much for the support lately. Let's keep it going. Let's not stall out here. We're at 5.7K subscribers. Let's keep it rolling, man. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your coworkers. Come check out this guy Skywalker, man. He knows a little bit about DFS. I'd really appreciate it. And again, YouTube likes the likes and I love the comments. It puts more eyes on the channel. So anything you guys can do to help me out, I'm forever indebted to you guys. I'll keep helping you guys win money. And let's go, guys. Let's get this spread. I'm excited for this slate. I think there's ways we can get the upper hand, talk about some players that nobody else is talking about. We'll get to that in the members only podcast, but this is the night before look. So thank you. God bless you. Let's get this spread. Don't take shit from nobody. I'm Gabriel Skywalker. Hit that subscribe button. I'm out. Take care, guys.